Final question before we wrap things up. We discussed in depth about the contentious decisions across the weekend in the Premier League involving VAR. There were a few today as well, even in the Manchester United game against Arsenal, when Arsenal had a goal disallowed, which we mentioned. Now, the news today was the Premier League is going to review the operation of VAR with referees organisation PGMOL as a matter of priority. What would you like to see addressed and perhaps changed moving forward for the rest of the season? Philip first.
I think especially the onside situation. So wait to take a decision, to raise your flag or to stop. It's always better to wait and see if it ends up with a goal and look back at the situation if needed than if you stop it too soon, because that you can't change. Mm-hmm. For me, that will be the most important.
That's
part.
A reaction, of course, to the Coutinho goal, where the whistle was blown for an offside, which on replays actually showed it wasn't offside, so the flag shouldn't have gone up. What about yourself, Mark? What do you want to see them discuss and potentially change?
Yeah, obviously that whole thing of trying to speed things up. Don't try and speed things up and then increasing the risk of making more mistakes. That's certainly an issue. I think with regards to you know, the decision, say for example, that went against Newcastle, I don't know what the process is. So whether it's how far back do they take it, and it's not even far, is it?
No,
it's
no,
like literally,
because the ball bounces back and
yeah.
hits.
So maybe there's got to be more help involved in saying, okay, maybe there's got to be a couple of eyes on it, going, listen, look, I saw this and this. I'm not sure. I think there's got to be better communication, better working together between the two.
Yeah. Gary, before you give your answer, I'm just going to throw in a couple of additional facts. This week, Champions League returns. They're going to effectively trial the new offside system, semi-automated. And also Howard Webb, he's been brought back in, hasn't he? He's been in the US, and the US has seemed to have a handle on VAR. It's a very different competition in the MLS. And he seems to imply that he wants fans to be able to hear what's being said, like it is in the MLS. Not in real time, maybe, but released on the website the following day. All of the matches, all of the decisions, so fans can hear and understand what's happening.
Yeah, I think it would be good that, you know, as after a game, players are interviewed, coaches are interviewed. I think it would be good to hear from the officials, definitely, what their thought process was behind some of their decisions. And quite how they do this bit, I don't know. But I would like to see the decisions certainly appear to be more in the hands of the match day officials as opposed to somebody sat watching a TV screen somewhere else. I think that's the big problem that fans have. You know, they can accept mistakes being made if it's at that moment by the officials on the pitch, but they struggle when it comes from VAR and they believe that VAR have got it wrong.
You don't think that already happens? So when the referee is actually asked to go see the monitor, he's told, my understanding is he's told, I think you've got that wrong. I would like you to go and look at the monitor because I think I've seen this and what you've described to me and the reason you've not given it, plus watching it, I think it is actually a foul. I need you to go and check it. So
it's still in the hands of the referee, but when you've been told, go and have a look because we think you've maybe got it wrong, instantly that influences.
Yeah, I think I agree. There probably is an element of influence there or pressure to overturn your decision. But the referees are under pressure all the time to make those decisions, right? And then under pressure to make those decisions in an instant. I would think it is an added advantage to watch it again in a replay and go, actually, hang on, what I did see is one thing. In real time, what does it look like on a monitor? I mean, I think a lot of the times when they do get sent to the monitor as well, it is actually, a lot of the times, the correct decision that is then come to. I think most of the time they do get to the right decision.
I would suggest whatever they do change, however it goes, next month, next season, we'll still be talking about it.
But I agree. I also think the referees should give an interview post-match. They should be asked the questions about certain decisions in the game. But they should be given time to go and look at the replays. They should be given time to review it and then go, look, actually, what I saw and how I made the decision, I'm not, you know, obviously now I've seen it in hindsight, yeah, I did get it wrong.
You got a straight reaction there from Philip, by the way.
Yeah, because if the regulations and the way they work is very clear and obvious for everybody, so fans, staff, players, referees, there should be no hesitation to explain what happened after a game.
Give them an opportunity, though, to review it before they get asked the questions, because I think it's unfair to put them on the spot without allowing them to quickly go through it again and go, okay, what questions you ask me, what goals do you want to know about, what instance do you want to know about? They quickly have an opportunity to review it and then go, okay, I'll do the interview now.
Final question, really quickly, because you most recently been involved in the game of everyone here, manager Derby in the Championship. There's been a lack of referees at grassroots levels coming up. It's a major concern moving forward over the next 10, 15 years as the current referees start to retire. What do you think are the standards of refereeing in England right now? Very quickly.
Well, generally speaking, I think
it's good.
It's good, yeah. But yeah, when there are not enough referees coming up,
then it's a problem.
That could be a problem, and not only the numbers, but also in quality, of course.
I think they're very good. I think the job is so tough.
Yeah.
I think they do an extremely good job. And the grassroots thing, people who play the game need to look at themselves why referees are not continuing doing grassroots because of the way they behave towards referees
and the
abuse.
Fans who are there.
Absolutely,
present.
yeah. That's a big reason as well.
Yeah. True.
Bearing in mind it's the impossible job, I think overall the officials do a great job.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
I agree.